guys, Miko from the Lico. Today we're just going to do a quick little video about how we mount our Palomino on our Ford Ranger. There's a few things that you can probably consider when, if you do have a slide on, or if you're thinking about getting a slide on, a few things to consider with how it gets loaded, and some things that I think ultimately just line up. It's all pretty much a make sense thing, but I thought I'd just run over it anyhow. So I guess the first thing is obviously we're going to raise it up to where we need to for the tray. Now with my tray I've actually got airbags in there, but I've flattened it right down. So what we're going to do is get that up to a height, and what we're going to do is just measure it. Okay, so what we're doing here, if you can hear me while this is going, I guess it's a bit noisy, is we're waiting to get the spacing between the the Palomino and the actual tray. So we've still got a bit more high to go there, but that's what we're looking for. Okay, so you can see there that I've sort of got it to a height where that tray is going to come over. Obviously with the slant of the concrete, it's going to be a little bit lopsided, but as we back we'll be fine. Here's a couple of things to note too, that on my Palomino we actually have a couple of little reflectors there. I will be lining them up and keeping them nice and straight. I've also got my bumpers cut back because I obviously wanted as much as I can on the tray, but that was just a personal preference. Okay, so we're in the car now. There's a few things that obviously we want to do here is obviously use our rear view mirrors, but obviously if you've got if you've got a camera in the car, there's a few things that you can do to line up the back of it, as well as use your mirrors. Now I'll just sort of punch through on the mirrors here because I haven't really got it all that straight, but we're about to. So you can see there the reflectors, and then obviously I don't know whether you can see it on that side, but I can see the reflector there as well. Now what I am going to do with my Ranger is put in reverse, and basically I've got my little reversing area, and the biggest thing with that is that you can see there where my lines are for the reversing. I sort of want to keep them inside the legs. It's a bit of a good way to line things up as you approach the camper. Okay, so I've really just got everything close here to where I want it to be. I can see that I've got a bit of a gap variance here, and I'll need to straighten that out. I'll probably do that once it gets under there a little bit more. It's all about just lining up these back two little lugs here to make sure that we get it through the first two parts of the legs. We haven't got much room to work with, so we just take our time with it. But in saying that, once it's on, because you haven't got that much room to move, you've got it pretty much balanced on the trailer. So sorry about the annoying sound, but as you can see, my lines have lined up inside the actual legs there, so I know I'm on the right track. So I'm just gonna take my time back now, and just slowly let it go back and get it put on. Okay, so now we've got it pretty much underneath, and I am going to come back out and just review this gap between the trailer and that there. I can still see that it's a little bit lopsided, but while I haven't got much room to work with, I'm just going to see if I can just straighten it up a fraction. It doesn't need much, but I'm going to give it a go anyhow. Okay, So I've sort of got it on there now. I've got it to where I want it to. My bumps, which are probably hard to see, but in there they need to actually just get over a little lug of the tray, and then I'm going to drop them down. It's also I guess a thing to note that when you're actually doing this, you've got to remember that your tray, I guess, is on a bit of a slant. So, you know, you're trying to sort of set it up now so it drops down evenly. And you can use the feet to sort of move it and just manipulate it a bit more if you're a little bit off. But I think we're pretty much lined up here. I'm pretty happy with it. So from here, you know, it's pretty much straightforward. I've got it on there actually against the tray there nicely. Straight as a die, which is also good. And you'll see here that, you know, if I was to line up the reflectors and my little white markers that I use as well, they're in there nice and tight. And there's the driver's side, so it's pretty straight, pretty square, and yeah, obviously you want to get it on there straight and square as you can, because it obviously will make a difference on your drive. So anyhow, so from here what we do is just put the feet up. There's no rocket science with that. I leave it about an inch off the actual, before it runs into the black sleeve of itself. And then we obviously put the 4 hitches on, or 4 tie downs, and that's really about it. That stuff's not really too much rocket science. So guys, I hope that helps. If you're thinking about getting a slide on, or if you actually got one and having problems getting it on and off, then you know, there's a couple of things there that you could probably do. Putting the reflectors on. If you do have a reverse camera, try and get that lined up with your feet and all the rest of it. And look, with all this sort of stuff, practice makes perfect. So if you're sort of struggling with it the first 2 times, biggest thing is don't rush it. Reverse back out, have another go, and just yeah, keep going with it. You'll eventually get it. It gets easier, and then that way, you know, you're happy days with towing boats and stuff. All right, guys, talk to you later.